I'm Dr. Jim Guerin, President of Oklahoma Disc Golf Foundation. I'm going to take you on a tour of the McClure Park in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's one of our older parks, recently upgraded with new baskets. We're going to have a good time. I'm a senior Grandmaster player. I've been playing since 2006 was my first tournament play. 2004, 10 years ago, is when I first picked up a disc. And I'm not a highly rated player, but I sure have a lot of fun. I'm going to throw a West Side disc king on this hole. This is hole 1. It's about a 280-foot hole, but I'm going to try to hyzer around the tree and stay out of the water because there's a creek in play to the right.
Be a little overstable at the end, so we'll see what happens.
This is hole 2. It's a 225-foot hole. One of the few holes I have an ace on, and the water is to the right. Wind is coming over our left shoulder, a little bit left to right, so might be. I usually hook it over the water, but that might be risky today. I'm gonna go straight at it with this buzz. It's a stable buzz.
Use this mace. It's a little overstable.
So I'm using a Mamba, it's a 150 Mamba, because we got a pretty good little tailwind here. With a drone. This is a drone. You might have noticed me using this rangefinder. They are legal now in tournament play, and they're very handy, and especially if your perception on distance is bad like mine. This is one I got online through Amazon.com. It's a little bow hunter's rangefinder. They're not very expensive, between $100 and $150, and quite accurate. Good for disc golfers. Bad upshot. I think we're up to hole 4, and this hole, we play over the creek, but it really doesn't come into play unless you hit a tree or something. It's a shot where you'd either, if you're right-hander, throw a sidearm because you want it to fade right at the end, or a turnover shot. I've got a beat up old 169 Starfire that turns right almost every time, so that's what I'm going to use. yeah.
Come on back.
That's working. Come on. Fade in. That's a great shot. Good luck. So I'm going to go a little more stable, maybe a T-bird for my roller. Yeah, that's high clover.
I should say a little less stable, but it's still stable, so it should finish.
That looks good.
Come on, finish left.
Yeah, I'm getting 92 yards to the basket, so it's a good 270. The trees are lined up. I'm going to go with a 2-finger up shot. I'm using a Star Boss max weight. I've been teased about that flutter putt that I finish when I'm like 10 or 12 feet or shorter, and I just hold the disc upside down and flip it like a one-handed basketball shot, but I don't ever miss it. We play it like an island. It's surrounded by water. So we play, you have to land in the island. In tournament play, we usually have a drop zone down there, and we eyeball it when it's not tournament play. So the island gets really small around the basket, only about 4 feet diameter. So it's good not to try to go too far. All right. That time the clover helped me.
Got me a rock. This is my more stable one. See what happens.
Park it. This is a putt I should make. Of course, it's a little nervous because there's out of bounds right behind the basket. Get it. All right. Okay, it's a 295-foot hole, hole 7, and we're playing up on top of a big berm. This whole area is like a flood control project, so they're big flat low areas and some big high berms, and we're riding off of a berm. Having trouble with the tailwind shots. I'm going to try this Mamba again, this 150 Mamba, nice tailwind. I got another tree. This is a Champion Classic rock. It's a smaller diameter than a regular rock. They're kind of hard to come by, but I love this disc. So this is hole 8. It plays over a creek, and vandals have taken the sign, or else it's worn away with weather. But I'm getting 135 yards, so that's right at 400 feet. The creek is around 250, 270, or 300, depending on how much to the right you drift. So it's not hard for me to get over the creek, but sometimes I'll turn a disc over inadvertently and it'll travel along the longer part of it and I'll get wet. So I think I'm going to throw a 2-finger and play safe, lay up on this side of the creek. I'm going to go with an 11-time Firebird, a little slower disc. It's about where I wanted it.
So this will normally finish left.
That's going to work. Yeah, perfect. Good shot.
Thanks. I'll tell you what happened. I got lucky and it ripped right off my index finger. My middle and index finger ripped that disc.
Bad.
Come on back, come on back.
Really bad.
Another rock.
It's about a 330-foot hole, and you're playing uphill, so it plays a little further. It's up on top of the berm. There's a lot of trees here. It's pretty much a specialty disc for me. It's so crazy overstable. I almost only use it for forehand rollers.
Let that. Fire!
Try to pick up the trash. In my... You know, if the path is on the border, we play those borders as OB.
Yeah. Just the old rock again out here.
Flick or 2-finger sidearm, just star bombs.
Come on back, come on back. Woo! No!
That the classic rock again, because it's very truly stable. The wind doesn't bother it. It's kind of going for that one.
Of it till this renegade. Just gonna go for it.
It's about a 65 or 70 foot ride, but I'm going to lay it up because it's a treacherous slope. 315-foot hole. Got some tailwind here. We're throwing down over the bowl. The basket's on upslope, just to the right of that pine tree. I'm gonna try to flex out this west side king, see if I can end up to the right of the pine tree and not in it.
But we'll do this renegade again and sort of hazard out there to the right.
Come on. So you got that.
Nope.
But in a way, you know, see, I think we're up to hole 13. This is a 290-foot hole. Should be a birdie hole for us.
All right, but I'll tell this Saint, try to keep it low, and I got to put this, do all I can to get some baskets there.
Great shot.
Settle down. Yeah, clover, I forgot.
Clover.
All right. Stay down, stay down. Not much, but it's working, so I'm just going to throw this renegade again. And hopefully I don't fall down.
Uh-oh. So that turned over a little on you.
Yeah.
It's about a 60-foot putt, I think.
Whoa.
This is a 225-foot hole. We're playing over the creek, but the basket's not that far over the creek. So the front wall, the back wall of the creek bed where the rocks are stacked up is about 200, and the basket's about 25 feet beyond that. And feel it, either go with the Firebird or the Bob.
All right, it's going to throw the hatchet again, and it'll go back right. As it that goes too soon, it'll be okay. Nice birdie.
Throw over the road with the out down. It's kind of a low ceiling shot. You can go right or left of the big tree right in front. I think I'm going to go right and use a two-finger. A little low on that one.
All right.
Struggling on that two-finger. throwing them low and high and hyzer.
All right, it's gonna go low down the middle, maybe.
There's a strike right down the middle. So I got 60 yards to go. Ran out of real estate on that throw. Threw it too low. Hit the ground. I'm gonna throw this meteor. That might be close enough.
Nope. Nice putt.
Okay, we're on hole 17. It's a 440-foot hole. We have to play across the street. A lot of out of bounds comes into play here. A street on our left. We got to throw over a park road. There's parking to the right, so there's a lot of out of bounds. And we have a north wind, which is left to right. I'm going to try to throw a roller. I'm going to decide between the CE Valkyrie or this 150 Mamba when I step up and feel the wind. Go with the Mamba.
Gauge and try to go in the air all the way to the basket, which I don't know why I think I can do that, because the first ever thrown this disc is about 385, and it was like the best shot ever for this. Actually, I'm going to throw this rock again, be more overstable, but
That was yes.
Nice putt.
Okay, yeah, this is hole 18, which is a long hole. It's 586 feet, I think, like something like that. So it's one of the longest holes. I guess it is the longest hole in the course, and it's one we end up on, and it stings a lot of people. They'll have a good score going, and there's a lot of out of bounds to contend with. We throw over a park road. If you land in the road, you're out of bounds. There's trees in front of the park road. If you hit a tree, and pretty much all the time it's going to fall down in the park road and you're out of bounds. And it's too far for me to make a 3 on because I just don't throw that far. So what I've started trying to do lately is lay up in front of the park road, which my friends think I'm crazy for doing, but if I get a 4, then I've done my job, because I never get a 3. I always get a 4 or worse. So I'm going to try laying up with the buzz.
I'm just going to throw this as far as I can, try to make it through.
Get something. Woo! That big tree is about as far as I can throw away, so I'm going to aim at that big tree. I'm shooting 92 yards from this slide. There's a steep hill right behind the basket.
No. Well,
that thing can't. That thing just keeps. Whoa!
Whoa.
Woo! All right, hope you enjoyed that round of disc golf at McClure Park. And McClure Park is one of about 18 courses that I have the luxury of being able to get to within 15-20 minutes of my house here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa is a great place to play if you love to play disc golf. We have a great density of really fine disc golf courses. This is by no means the most challenging course in town, but it's a fun course. We enjoyed our round a lot out here today. Maybe next year you can come out to Tulsa and play the one tournament a year that I TD, the Tulsa Am Jam. If you're an amateur, it's a great tournament. I get a lot of sponsorship, and there are no pros to suck that money up. It all goes back to the AMs, and you get great payouts to have a good time. So come on out to the Am Jam in May 2015.